What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something. Why there are so many American pickup trucks in the Netherlands? Honestly, that's the title kind of boggles my mind. I would never imagine that our giant trucks, like, let me put it in perspective. I moved to Thailand, and Thailand has very small roads. And the trucks that are there, like the Hilux and stuff, okay, cool. They're all like moderately short bed trucks. I don't think I ever seen like a Ford F-350 rolling down the street in Thailand. So if that's what we're talking about, like importing the big trucks from America, I think that's crazy. Because when I moved back, I really noticed the size of the trucks after living over there for 8 years. I came back home and I was like, holy shit. These trucks are all absolutely massive. There's no such thing as a small work truck anymore. Like, there's the truck, and it's massive and it's giant. And I don't know who needs that unless you're a construction worker or somebody doing something like that. I can't imagine driving around in a truck that big all the time, especially with the price of gas. Let's jump in. Let's check it out together. Get over, show Carleem all the love in the world if you enjoy it. We're already subbed up. We already smashed the like button. American expat, been living in the Netherlands for the last 2 years. That was how many years ago? No, that was this. No, 2. So probably 4 years now, unless he moved back. Let's go on a journey. Get over, show him the love. Let's go.
The pickup truck. Pickup trucks are quintessentially American. Like apple pies and guns, when you think of the pickup truck, you might think of America. And it makes sense, right?
That's the kind of pickup truck.
America generally has wide roads, cheap fuel, and plenty of parking spaces for these behemoths. In fact, last year in
I wish our fuel was that cheap right now.
2020, the top 3 best-selling vehicles in the United States were pickup trucks. I've seen that the popularity of pickup trucks in the United States is growing exponentially, but what I'm surprised to see is that it's also growing here in the Netherlands. When I moved to Amsterdam 2 years ago, I never thought I'd see another large American pickup truck on the streets. I've been surprised to see so many imported American trucks here in the Netherlands. Over the past 2 years that I've been living here,
they really are talking about bringing them in. You guys have smaller roads than we do. In my mind, that's what I've always pictured, smaller roads. More quaint, dainty little towns and villages and provinces. And
I've been fascinated with the obsession of some Dutch drivers to own large American pickup trucks like the Ram 1500, Ford F-150, or other similar American market trucks. Now, in some cases, I can tell that these are trucks that have been imported by somebody who's moved here, but in most cases, these are trucks that are owned by local Dutch people and are part of their daily use. These trucks generally aren't sold here by manufacturers such as Ford or Ram. So what's going on? Why are there so many American pickup trucks here in the Netherlands? Why would a Dutch person who drives on narrow roadways and city streets want to own such a large truck that is designed for wide,
narrow roads and city streets? That's how I picture it in my brain.
North American roads. This is the question I've been asking myself for the past 2 years.
If you don't even fit on the road.
I've done a bit of research, and here are my thoughts. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Aside from the trucks that have been imported by people who've moved here, the main reason that you see American trucks in the Netherlands is because they're owned by entrepreneurs under the gray license plate scheme. There are significant tax advantages.
He says scheme. I heard scheme in there. That means we're just trying to cheat the system.
Just for people registering these trucks under the gray license plate scheme, especially if you're a business owner in the Netherlands. You avoid the BPM tax, which is one of the largest taxes on vehicles because it's based on their CO2 emissions. And if you think about most American trucks, they have large V8 engines, which produces a lot of CO2 emissions. The BPM tax for these trucks can be as high as 70,000 to 80,000 euros alone, just for the tax, for the BPM tax.
Good, my God.
That's on top of the cost of importing a truck and the VAT associated with the truck's price. However, for business owners, for entrepreneurs, they don't have to pay this BPM tax. Also, there's a quarterly road tax for trucks under the gray license plate scheme, and it's significantly lower than if somebody were to own these trucks privately. Under this,
that's a good reason to become an entrepreneur.
Gray license plate, the trucks are considered business vehicles or delivery vans, and they're classified differently from private ownership. So when you look at the cost from a business ownership perspective, it's quite advantageous considering what you get.
I'm pretty sure that the city shouldn't have to change just because you want to have a big truck. I'm pretty sure we still don't park on the curb or on the sidewalk.
Additionally, many of the pickup trucks that you see on the roads in the Netherlands and in Europe in general have been converted to biofuel. So they can run petroleum gasoline or LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. In Europe, and especially in the Netherlands, LPG is significantly cheaper than petroleum. Currently, the average price for petroleum gasoline is around €1.70 per liter, whereas the price for LPG is less than half of that, around 80 cents per liter, depending where you are.
Obviously, some of the information in the video is going to be a little changed right now. We fast forwarded.
Furthermore, as I mentioned before, these trucks are a good value from a business ownership perspective, considering their capability and what you get for the money. These trucks are larger and more capable than European spec trucks like the Ford Ranger or Mercedes X-Class. The American trucks can tow more, have more payload capacity, and yet still comfortably seat 5 adults. And more recently, modern American pickup trucks have essentially become luxury vehicles.
Yes.
The interiors are much nicer, they come with the latest tech and safety features. These trucks are competing with luxury brands. So all things considered, owning an American pickup truck in the Netherlands is quite advantageous versus owning a typical European truck or delivery van, especially if you're a business owner. If you live outside of cities and in rural areas, the size of the truck probably isn't a significant issue for you. Even though the roads are smaller in Europe compared to what North American trucks are designed for, it's probably livable to use these trucks daily if you live in more rural areas. What I'm really surprised to see is people driving these and owning these in Dutch cities like Amsterdam. Parking spaces are also very compact. They can barely fit European vehicles, so I'm surprised to see people squeezing these large trucks into tiny parking spaces, but they do it.
It can't
be legal. There's something unique also about owning one of these large trucks here in Europe. They stand out more than like even a Ferrari or Lamborghini because they're so unique. They are so large, they're not typically seen. And I think there's something about their uniqueness and rarity that makes them stand out on European streets. I don't think the American truck ownership trend will be a norm by any means. I think it's something that's still unique and rare, but it's still something pretty cool to see, especially as an American living in the Netherlands. I'm surprised to see the fascination with these American trucks. I've also seen American trucks in Germany and Belgium, but what are the regulations there? Let me know in the comments below if you're from another European country with American pickup trucks. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing.
Hey, 100% go over and subscribe. Go show Kaleem all the love in the world. Definitely blows my mind a little bit why you'd want to drive around in a big old truck on a tiny street. There's even some narrow streets here where my old truck, I was a little wary of taking it in there. But to just like park willy-nilly on the sidewalk and such is not something I had in mind. I didn't never think about that when I thought Netherlands. I thought, okay, small trucks like Thailand, like that side of the world. I didn't realize there were so many people importing them in. I can see that they would stand out on the road. I think I might have seen maybe 1 or 2 F-150s in Thailand the entire 8 years that I was there, or maybe even a 1500. Like, I think I've probably seen a couple, but they would stand out. I'd be like, oh, where'd he get that truck? How'd he get that over here? Because the import over there was like $1 per dollar that you paid to own it, which that's how it was for my Harley. And I was like, I'm not taking the Harley. It's getting sold. So definitely, it's definitely intriguing. It's not something I even considered that people would bring them over there, though they are fun for playing in the mud, and they are great for the actual like going out and working kind of guy, getting your hands dirty kind of guy. Get over, show Kaleem all the love of the world if you haven't done so already. Go check out the rest of the content. Smash the like button if you liked it, the dislike button, but I won't believe you. Tell the next one of my Combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon, the bag.